Welcome everybody, welcome to our YouTube channel. Here we talk about immigration. First, I want to start out by saying that we have multiple videos on how to apply for EB1, for EB2, NAW, for different categories of visas, of non-immigrant visas or immigrant visas. But we noticed that we don't really talk that much about how to basically get your green card if you already have an approval, and what steps to take beforehand before you actually applied for approval to United States Immigration Service. And what to prepare beforehand, because there's a lot of documentation that you need to take care of before you apply, because they take a lot of time to get and to process, and to save yourself some time. You can take care of it beforehand and then easily, freely apply for green card and move to the USA without any problem, without any stagnation. So let's get into it and talk about how to do it. First, if you already have an approval, your process depends on your immigration status. If you are in the United States, you apply for a change of status, which is also referred to as adjustment of status. You do it through filing a petition, which is called 485 petition. You pay for it, and then after some time, you have to wait whether you will be or you will be not called for an interview. If you are not called for an interview, you just wait for your change of status on the territory of the United States, and after it, you collect your green card. Usually it arrives to you through mail or any other way which is comfortable for you. If you are outside of the United States and you apply through consular processing, or you apply through a different kind of processing, maybe specifically for your case, in this case, first you wait for a welcome letter, which is sent to your mail. After some time, you start processing. You file the two forms. First, either if it's an immigrant visa, green card, you file DS 260, which costs about $345 per person. Or if it's a non-immigrant visa like O1, you file DS 160, which it costs a little bit less. After it, you collect all documents, for example, birth certificate, a marriage certificate, passport, all other relevant documentation to your case, police certificates. You print it and you send it to New Hampshire, which is a National Visa Center headquarters. You have to send all cases to this address for it to be processed. After some time, when it's actually finished processing, you can wait for your invitation to an interview. Usually, between the moment your case documents are finished processing and the actual appointment of the interview, a month or two pass. Basically, it depends on the consulate of the United States where you apply. If there is a big queue, if there is a big line of application in process and you have to wait more than 2 months. If it's a relatively free consulate, you will get your invitation within the first months. Usually that's the practice. Before you actually have your interview, it's important to undergo medical examination. Depending on the country where you are and depending on the country your interview will take place, you will have to do it in different countries. For example, your interview is taking place in Turkey. That means you have to undergo the medical examination in Turkey, because no other medical examination will be considered acceptable other than Turkish. That's like the standard practice that you have to keep in mind while you're applying for a green card. After it, when you have your medical examination done and they check that you have all the necessary immunizations, after they check that your health is perfectly fine and does not pose any threats, any problems to the US public health, you will be either given a small envelope with the result of your medical examination, or they will send the medical examination to the consulate where you are undergoing the processing. In any case, do not open the envelope. You have no right to do so, and if you do, your medical examination will be invalid and you will have to redo it once again. That's very important to do, so keep that in mind. When you're at the interview, be ready to answer some basic questions like where did you work, were you planning to live in the United States, what's your immigration history, have you ever been to the United States, and so on. When our clients have an interview appointed to them, we always prepare them for the interview. We have a list of questions which are mostly asked during interviews as according to our practice. And when people undergo the interview, they will share their feedback with us, and we have this knowledge base which we share with our clients, and we prepare them for an interview. If your interview is successful, you are given 1-2 days to wait. After it, you will have your passport delivered to you with enclosed entry clearance, with which you can go to the United States and collect your green card by mail within 120 days. If there is a problem, there is likely to be a problem if you apply by yourself, and if you prepare your case without any help, you may mistake some of the documents, not prepare it carefully enough, and be given a refusal. In that case, you will be sent to collect some more documents, maybe to pay your fees once again, to pay for DS 260. Some of the consulates, they request a written notary certificate that translation of some document is correct. Usually, many consulates require you to notary the translation, to provide notary translation of birth certificates, of different certificates like marriage certificate, police records, and so on. So just keep that in mind, that all these requirements and all these small things that may cause you trouble during processing, they are listed on the consulate website, so you can go and check it out before you actually apply, so that all the documents are right, in order, and correct. So this is basically the process. It's from the first sight, it's very simple, very fast, but if you get into details, there's a lot of specific things, peculiarities that may cause you a lot of problems, and you may lose your green card if you apply incorrectly. So consult a specialist, or if you're not sure, just come over, sign up for a free consultation. We'll tell you all of these small details that you need to take care of for you to successfully have your green card interview applied, approved, and have your green card collected in the United States. So be careful, be attentive, and consult professionals in this field. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. And if you have any other questions, you can leave them in the comment section, or you can sign up for a free consultation and we'll get back to you. Thank you and have a nice day.